Yeah, I think it's kind of that fool me once, fool me twice. You can't get fooled 3 times. Not for the World Cup solo champion. Such a decorated team. As you can see, Booger's trio, 28 points behind first, has more than 30+ point games than any other trio in NAE this FNCS. So they're showing you they can do it.
Yeah, 100%. Zexro, Calculator, Macwood. This is a team right now tied up 140 points, 2 victory royales. We haven't seen them, but when they do pop up, they just pop up so big, right? They've had these huge point swings and then otherwise fizzled out, quiet round after round. Same with Zayt, same with Saf, same with Stretch. If they had just an even mediocre, a much better day one, 96 points in today's competition. They have accrued so much here today.
They're really on the momentum swing, and this is where Zayt's team plays best. They've just rewritten their story. Their story in all the qualifying weeks was always starting strong, finishing weak. But no, in this 12-game format, they're finishing strong, and they have the potential to really jump up, especially with that loadout and a zone that looks not too terrible. Actually, no, this has gone southeast. This is a pretty hard zone for this team, but what I'm looking at is our second-place team, Centered, Edgy, and Commandment. They've done so well every time we get a zone like this, and this zone actually looks so much like last game's monster. So let's see what TNA can do with it, because we didn't get to see that last game. They went down on spawn. He's gonna try and shock it. Day goes down. Day goes down in the feed to Elite. That's our first place team. One of them has been knocked. This could be massive. We have AV trying to change things up right now, trying to get their elimination. We're in the feed. I have all eyes on that for our first place team. As can AV get back into this, because this is a team that could really change it up. If people are pushing up, this is a team that will push you straight back down, because they win their fights as Miro takes down Elige. So maybe they're winning that battle, but it's looking a little bit sketchy. They're not on a good rotate right now, as Shark's not having a good fight. AV has to come back around the outside, and right now it looks like it's a 2v2 situation, and AV's not very healthy.
Definitely, as Knight did find one of those knocks as well. AV's going to find the full elim onto Fop, and now they have to back up, and no, lets the guard down. One wall is all he's going to take here, and it's Ronaldo on the other side of the wall. As he gets AV decides to stay inside, tries to leave the loot and the key card for his teammate upstairs on the top floor. Out comes Knight. How's he going to do it? No, Knight wasn't reloaded. His shotgun wasn't ready. A little too soon, and now Xset gets wiped out of the competition just like that.
And that, just like that, all the momentum comes crashing down. Xset, one of the most consistent teams, not since the start of these qualifiers, since the start of trios, since last season. That trio has been playing together and winning cups, and unfortunately on day 2 of the FNCS finals, something fell apart. And right now, you're tuning in with your first place team, where they need nothing to fall apart. They need everything to work right now, as they have 1 elimination on the board, and they came into this game with a 12-point lead, and second and third are still up and nipping at their heels. Best team in NA East, and it's gonna take something massive for Centered and Edgy and Commandment to do something on top of them, because they have been good in every single aspect. Sorry, they have been fantastic in every aspect of their gameplay here today, and that's exactly what Commandment needs to do, as Edgy has 1 elimination, and that looks like 2, so they're closing that gap now. They have 1 elimination on the first place team. This is very possible for them.
This is your team that can overtake first right now. This is your team the closest to taking home the Axe of the Champions, right behind Day, Miro, and Reverse 2K. It's now, what's that? 9, 10, 11 point difference between the two. Each and every single elimination gets them 1 step closer. Let's not forget though, Miro does have 1 as well. So for every time the first place squad gets 1, it gets that much further away from everyone else's hopes and dreams to be the best.
Oh, it's just so exciting. This is exactly what you want. Coming into a grand final of an FNCS, like we just said, the closest it's ever been. You're going to hear top tier excitement from me, and I'm sorry, I can't contain how excited I am coming into this endgame. This is everything you hope for as a Fortnite fan. Not just teams doing so well, teams that deserve it, who've been playing the best Fortnite, who are fan favorites, community favorites as well. Just really doing everything they can to bring this one home and seeing what they can do with it, because Daymir and Reverse are in a nice spot. The only issue is this next zone. 1 second, do they get it? They don't. They have to move. It's not too far, but there's so many teams on top of them.
100% of those teams we know. Ronaldo, Zum, Skittles nearby. Obviously, the Xset trio wiped completely out of the game. Other teams moving in from down south could be Centered, Edgy, Commandment. We know they migrate from those areas. It could be anywhere right now. Possibly even center, honestly. They do like to do those early rotates, but either way, TNA has a long trek to make here. As you can see, Replay is going to catch up. Player was nearby. It is going to break out into a fight. It's Illis. It's Clicks. It's Bizzle. But Day's going to win that one. Illis, the fragger of the trio as well, is down. That is some serious firepower. Day holds on.
No one can stop this team. The confidence they have. They're in first place, trying to hold on to their FNCS. They're not holding on. They're pushing forward. They're still getting in boxes and going toe for toe. The confidence of this team is honestly unrivaled right now. They have not lost a single mid-game fight in any of the 11 games before this. And it looks like, as you see, Clicks and Bizzle have to flee. It's not going to happen in game 12 either. I was just going to say how Miro and Day especially need this performance to prove they are team game mode players as well. Miro jumped into notoriety in solos and showing why he's such a good fighter, but they've put all the pieces together. They have not lost once in the mid game today. They've only gone down once on spawn. This team is doing everything right.
100%. So will they get a little bit more revenge here onto the players that have been dominating all day? A player is down though. Reverse is down as well. How's it going to turn out? Knifer gets exchanged here, and it's someone in the box. It could be Tabs. Yes, he finds Tabs. Miro claps back once again and fully concludes. And now, as a two-man team, the controllers, Day, Miro, the young gods have to rock it out with one another. There is no more reverse 2K to lead them, to tarp for them, to help them.
Miro has to do something. Day has to do something. Reverse is out of here. Day doesn't have shield, and they're hitting the rotate. They're moving fast. This is everything you could have wanted. This is so close. He has the spare shield, but that's all their shield, Monster. He has to stop, use the shield, and keep going. They need to make this rotate.
Miro doesn't even want to stand still. You can see he's just on the move, literally jumping in the water, getting ahead, saying, hey, Day, I'm going to play for the zone. Anything matters. Every point counts. I need to stay ahead. I have to stay in this round right now as they rotate into the second place team now. Oh, no. Scented, Edgy, Commandment. They're on the other side of the barrel. They're the ones holding out the river. And now shots are exchanging. Who's the team up above? It looks like a solo. Could it be Miro? Because he just came in.
This could not be any more exciting right now. They are so close together. 2 eliminations on the board. He just needs to hold out in this box. They need to push forward and do something. They can't just rest. They have to jump forward up on the leaderboard. They are chasing, and Miro is trying to hold.
They do both have 2 eliminations as well, so it's a standstill. It's neck and neck, but Reverse 2K and company, remember, they fell just a little bit more, so they are slightly ahead in terms of elims. Yes, look around you. It's Cosmic, Joji, Doe. Joji is by himself because he lost his 2 teammates. Miro and Day are off to the side, but they're on that same layer. It's eye to eye. It's neck and neck with Commandment, Sense, and Edgy. As a full trio, everyone has to rotate as well. They don't have the zone. Everyone has to go east now. It's going towards Retail Row. That's elevation change.
It's going back into it, and this is the best endgame we could have asked for. They're all up right now. 2 eliminations on the board. Do they have the mobility? But do they even need it? This beautiful rotate right now from center, just leading this team, and they're back front side. They're looking so good. They have everything they need to surge forward right now. No, the crash pads come out though. Was it a misclick, or is someone beneath them? Because someone's trying to drop them in. Someone is trying to upset their grand final run as they potentially push forward for first.
They're in the first place, though. They're in the lead right now, in front of the zone here, trying to get out and up ahead. It's still a battle, though. They're going inside. We already know. When they want an elimination, we've seen this before. They do not stop. This is so exciting. They're going to be pushing through until they find a frag right here, potentially. They want to stay in front of the zone. Here it is. Census found someone. It's the Census Special. He's pushing through. It's grand finals, baby. Can they get this frag? They need the come up. They need the impact as things are going to catch up here. 2 eliminations. Can they make themselves one step closer? They do. Commandment gets it.
Takes down Zexro right now. They are pushing forward. This team has it right now. They're going up the outside. What can they do? A big shot again. They need to make this rotate. They're back together. It's crazy. This is what you want to see. TNA in the lead, pushing forward, taking fights. Second place, taking fights. No one is resting here. They get another knock. These eliminations close out the leaderboard so much quicker. They're on the bottom, and they play this low ground so well. Where is TNA? If they're looking at the feed, they're getting nervous right now. They are coming for the first place spot.
100%, and placements being doled out now. They're definitely in this. Remember, the Victory Royale, though, is what they really want. A high placing spot to close things here now. Scented is still on the rotate, still looking through. Recognizes a weak build, trying to find a player. Yes, he's going to find some tags, some down bodies here. This could be perfect. Whoa, he's going to pull the body. He might be able to get some loot. This is going to bounce them back into the game.
This is, but Miro just got 2 eliminations in the feed, so Miro is clapping back as Edgy goes down.
Oh, no!
He goes down. Commandment Center and Edgy are out. They can't get any more points, and Miro is still in this. This could be their victory lap, Monster. 4 eliminations on Miro. This is why he has more eliminations than any other player this NA East FNCS, and they are bringing it home in the biggest way possible.
This is it right here, right now. Miro trying to get a big major event win on the grand final stage now. This is their victory lap. Everything else is icing on the cake here as they're going to be stomping through the layer. And yes, he's going to follow up. He's taking players down with them. Down they go. He's sinking with the ship. 22 HP. He's trying to jump through. He's still alive. Oh my gosh, with no HP. It doesn't matter. The knocks were worth it. And Day steps up. Day comes in with the save. He's still here.
Day's got 5 shockwaves, so he can play this out solo. He has the bandage cannon right now. 7 teams alive,
Boom!
13 players. It doesn't matter. He's not going to play the bandage cannon. He's going to go toe-to-toe, and he gets the elimination. Day is still doing this. They're pushing ahead. They're not on a victory lap. He is sprinting. He's trying to get every single elim, every single point. They are making a statement on NA East. This is why this is your #1 team, and they're closing out the last game to really put the icing on the cake.
What an exciting way to close things out now as Day is literally clutching for his squad. He's about to go up. He's about to show people what is all made of right now. He's got a couple of options here. Impacts in hand. Bandage bazooka as well. He's going to jump into the mix though. Big 116. Can he get a follow-up here? Yes. There's going to be a player on the low ground and he finally drops. Top 4 for him. What a way to close this out. It's a high ground hold from the Godfathers themselves though. Zate is up above to hopefully bring this one home.
But they're in 7th place. This is a huge jump up for them. 123 points on the board. Stretch toe-to-toe, and he does. They win it. Zate, Saf, and Stretch get their 2nd win of the day. 129 points.
And they flexed that last game as well. Reverse going down, I thought could have been their weakness, but it made Miro get absolutely overclocked, unlocked. He just hit the nastiest beams, and they lived too. Absolutely, that last win too lets Zay go all the way up to 4th with Saf and Stretch overall. 2 victory royales over are also up there in the top 10 from 11th to 15th place. More trios that we saw some glorious plays from this entire 2-day grand finals.